Talk It Out tips are 12 house rules for obedient kid. Take 10 minutes to talk it out. The convo starts now. Hey FaithWorks family, thank God it's Friday. It's Shanae, your marriage and family therapist, with some great tips and talk topics. Got 2 cents? Take 2 seconds to put them in. Answer today's question. What are some house rules you use in your home? Join the convo by commenting your thoughts below. And if you like this video, show me just how much by clicking like and subscribe. Rule number 1, do the right thing even when no one is looking. Parents, this is a great opportunity for you to bring the conversation of integrity to your kids. When mom and dad aren't around, are you going to do the right thing regardless? This is a great opportunity to talk about integrity. All right, whether they're at a friend's house, whether they're home alone, whether they're at school away from you, you want your kids to know and to practice doing the right thing regardless of whether or not you were there. This is also a great opportunity for you to talk about Jesus. Ask them, what would Jesus do? Great time to say what he did in his life, why we should model our life after his. Rule number 2, do what you're told to do when you're told to do it with a respectful attitude. Here, you're teaching your children the importance to understand what you're telling them, to respect the time frame to which said task must be done, and telling them how they should do it respectfully. No storming off or slamming doors. Rule number 3, get good grades in school. A's and B's. If you're in private school, O's, outstanding, satisfactories, very goods. This is important. Most kids under the age of 14 aren't working. The only job they have is to do great in school. And that's a great rule for you to include on your house rules. Rule number 4, dress well, act well, speak well. This is where you have the conversation with your children about the importance of grooming, self-grooming, going out of the house with moisturized skin, brushed hair, ironed pressed clothing, zippered up coats. That's dressing well, act well, and speak well. This is where you talk about the importance of manners, saying please and thank you and no thank you, so that when your children are away from you or even in your presence, they know to use manners and to be respectful in their presence, in the way they act, the way they dress, and the way they behave. Rule number 5, keep up with personal belongings. So here, we're talking about gloves, scarves, hats, book bags, pencils case, anything that you've given your children as an important item that you want them to hold on to. You're teaching them responsibility here. At the end of the day, we're parents and we're teaching our children how to be responsible and respectful citizens in adulthood. What better way to do that is to have them trained now to respect and be responsible of their personal belongings. Rule number 6, respect household property. So we're teaching our children to respect household property in the home, such as no flipping, no standing on the couch, no jumping off the bed, no running in the hallway, because we're teaching them the importance of respecting household property so that when they get out, they'll respect private property and public property. Rule number 7, value what you're given. This is a great opportunity, parents, for you to have a conversation with your kids about the importance of what it means to value something, what it means to appreciate. This is a great topic to talk about what you already appreciate and why you want them to value certain things. Anything, whether it's an iPhone, an iPad, a tablet, a video game, value what you're given. Do not break your toys on purpose or, accidentally. Work your best to take care of what you're given so that you can continue to be blessed with more things. Number 8, no lying, always tell the truth. This is essential, okay? You as parents, I want to encourage you to always create a safe, secure space for your children to communicate their truth to you. It may not be something you agree with, but you want to give them the space and the opportunity to talk to you without getting penalized for telling you the truth. So you might come up with a way to do it creatively, like say, maybe once a week have a family meeting and say, listen, this is safe space time. Whatever you tell me in here, you won't get in trouble. And just be prepared to get the honest to God truth, all right? And make sure you stick to them not getting in trouble. That's very important. Otherwise, they'll be afraid to tell you the truth from here on out, and the whole rule kind of goes under the water. Right? Number 9, no stealing. So when they are in the presence of you, or not in the presence of you, in your home or at a store, you want to talk to them about the importance of not stealing. We don't do that in this house, okay? So we don't want them to steal when they're at Walmart or Target or anywhere out of our presence or even with us. We want to make sure when we ask them to go get our wallet or purse, they bring it back here and we know all of our money is still in there. So that is rule number 9. Let's keep going. Rule number 10, no cursing, no profanity, and no name calling, okay? This is important. Not only are we teaching our children to respect household property, to respect private property, we're also teaching them to respect others, including their siblings and obviously us as their parents. Number 11, use active listening. Okay, this is important because most adults even don't have this tool or the skill of active listening. So this is a time for you to foster a conversation about what it actually means to listen, that it takes engaging your eyes, looking at the speaker, that it takes engaging your ears, listening, and your brain to understand exactly what is being said to you. Use active listening, make it a rule in your home, and I guarantee you, your kids will remember exactly what you said. And to practice that, you can also give them a task and ask them to repeat after you once you tell them to do it. Mommy told you to go to the car, go into the garage, get the laundry bag, bring it into the house, and separate the clothes. Have them repeat back to you exactly what you said so that you understand that they understand exactly what they're supposed to do. Rule number 12, our final rule. Accept yes and no. This is very important, okay? Because we want our kids to both agree to accept agreeable situations as well as disagreeable situations. They're not always going to be told yes. And obviously, they're not always going to be told no either. But we want them to accept yes and no, and we want them to get comfortable being able to accept life as it comes, whether life tells them yes or whether life tells them no. As adults, we kind of know that life is filled with a lot of yeses and a lot of nos. And we want our children to practice what that means in our homes so that they are well prepared for the world. Now, I say all of these household rules, obviously, I want you to understand that we as parents have to lead it as an example, and we have to be what we want our kids to be. So we have to be what we want to see in them. All right. So we don't want to tell them to do anything that we're not willing to do ourselves. Otherwise, the rules will not work. All right. That about wraps it up, but not before I send blessings of peace, power, and love from my family to yours. Until next time, remember, guys, faith works.